Alright guys, well, welcome to Friday. It's been a crazy week as usual. Another level up, another unboxing, some G.I. Joe classifieds again. We're almost finished with the Cobra officers. I'd like to say at least 3 or 4 more weeks, so almost a month. Then we can move on to the Sith and then come back for G.I. Joe. We're almost finished with Thundercats. So possibly Godzilla. Then excuse me. Gargoyles, NECA Gargoyles. Trying to get all the Super 7 stuff out of the way. So I'm thinking 2 more weeks. We do have the Super 7 Power Rangers putty to open up. So figure next week we'll do Mongor, Mirror Lino. Then the following week, Groon and the putty. It's coming along. I definitely like the feel of Super 7. They can do some pretty great stuff. I still think NECA has a better details and line. Only time will tell. Slowly everything is definitely being unboxed though. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity with you guys. Like I said, I'm hoping you guys honestly see something you might want to pick up with these unboxings. Hope that you get some information from it. There are definitely a lot of unboxing videos to look through. So I try not to keep things difficult in minds because you can always look at somebody else's. But today we have the Cobra Ninjas. Version 2 of Storm Shadow. Back in the day, number 35. I do have Retro Storm Shadow there. They're kind of the same, but not really. This Storm Shadow comes with a hood. Also has that hood on. So I definitely think There's small differences between the two. Besides Storm Shadow, we have Slice and Dice, Ninja Force. They look pretty insane. These guys is not only a 2-pack, but the deluxe 2-pack. Comes with extra heads, extra hands, a few weapons. So definitely more of what you might, I guess, want for weapons and stuff. Definitely pretty insane though. I do think that head is very similar to Darklands. Besides Slice and Dice and Storm Shadow, the last Cobra Ninja I need is the Night Creeper Leader. And then just filling out the troops, or the Cobra troops. We do have the Night Creeper. We have the Red Ninja. Part of me don't want the Blue Ninja. I would love a Black Dragon Ninja. They had quite a few ninjas. And then after these, next week, Zaymot, Tomax, and Major Blood. Pretty great combination. Then the week after that, Baroness, Dr. Mindbender, and Cobra Commander. The week after that, Nemesis Immortal, Nemesis Enforcer, whatever you want to call them, Pythona, and the Cobra Emperor, Serpentor. And then the week after that, the Cobra La Royal Guards. And as I said, I have three of them. So we're going to try and make 3 different versions of them to kind of see the evolution. And hopefully by then, hopefully this year, we get Globulus to finish Cobra La. I do wish that they would make Cobra La Troopers. Honestly, I'd probably pick up 1 or 2. I mean, basically, instead of just taking the Royal Guards, the normal heads, the normal Royal Guards, not all the extra deluxe stuff, but imagine painting the red all blue and giving them guns. with the normal head without a Cobra La helmet or Royal Guard helmet. I think that would actually be pretty insane. Or, I mean, how Cobra Commander looked. Kind of fluorescent green, tan, and another color. Before he became Cobra Commander. That would be pretty awesome. So you get a bunch of Royal Guards, a couple troopers, Enforcer, Pythona, Globulus. You have the Cobra La Empire. But today, it's all about ninjas. So let's get into it. So I definitely liked that picture. And I'm pretty sure when Scarlet and T-Bang comes out, it will be pretty much a deluxe version. As well. So you have blades on the hat and a way to attach the hat. Kind of like this though. You got 4 extra hands for, I believe that's slice, 4 extra hands for dice, some weapons, some insane weapons. Dice does seem more of the axe welding type. The extra heads. I do hate these tapes. I get why they do it. So kind of a dragon head and a human head. So we got fists, choppers, and actually ways to hold the weapons. The insane part is you can actually tell the difference between whose weapons is who. Can I get the same hands for a slice? Just all gloved up. They are a lot more detailed than I expected. Slice has someplace to put the sai. We also have two places to put these things. I forget. Put that on. Gives him more of a wandering look. So the differences, if you look at these, they're kind of a grayish silver. Where you look at Dice's weapons, yeah, you can really tell the difference. No, that kind of sucks. So for some reason, mine's ripped open. So it's not the greatest thing in the world. As much as I would want this on him, just doesn't seem to be working right. Everything does seem to be falling out. I'm not a fan. And I would think maybe not. I really don't. I mean, I'm guessing you grab onto that, but okay, hands are a bit in there. So unfortunately, you may have to not have any weapons. Kind of wanted you with the pole, but I guess not. I don't know who this goes on. It's probably him. So it's definitely the old Cobra background. I think that's his belt. You got two swords. This seems reminiscent of Vipers. We do have room for the arrow in back. Swords go inside the hilt. There is a thing over here for the belt. And then there is the same notch from Vipra. Which I'm guessing goes into there. So now it's just his hands. But that looks pretty crazy. I'm loving it. So Dice is having a little problem standing. Definitely his hands. I wish I could substitute them, but it feels like when I pull it out, it's about to break. Dice looks, or Slice looks amazing. Dice looks amazing. It's just we have problems with him, but all the details on him looks insane. So does Slice. And we got the OG. Storm Shadow looks freaking awesome. There's some gray on the boots, well, the shins, and some gray on the plus 2 fingers is not covered. So there's some pretty good details on Storm Shadow to make him pop. So I'm guessing Slice is going, or Dice will be in the back. Slice would be up front. Night Creeper leader and Storm Shadow would be way up front. A ton of weapons. A ton of accessories. So I'll be pretty honest, if you take this, color this black, and take either the red or the blue ninjas, color everything black, except maybe what's black now, color it either gray or tan. That would be an insane black dragon character. So you can kind of see the difference with Storm Shadow from the G1. This actually reminds me more of the comic Storm Shadow, which I'm kind of digging. I'm feeling it. So yeah, things are coming out pretty great. Like I said, we got room for Night Creeper leader, Headhunter, Cesspool, Voltor, Miss Armada. Got room for another row, which will be, I think, Major Blood in the back with Seamat and Tomax, and then Baroness. I'm definitely getting the despoiler with Destro, so I want that Destro instead of the regular Destro. And I think Dr. Mindbender, Destro, and Cobra Commander, with probably Serpentor, would be a great row. Probably about here. with the Royal Guards, and then Globulus. I'm expecting him to be pretty big. And then, of course, Pythona and Nemesis Enforcer in back, literally taking up the whole spot. But it does seem pretty kind of accurate, if you think about it. We have the Royal Guards protecting Globulus, and then the ninjas protecting the real high command of Cobra. We do have a couple more troops to open up. So definitely thinking, as soon as all of that is done, we do the Vamp, do the Cobra troops, or maybe just the Vamp, go into the Sith, unbox the Sith, come back, unbox the Cobra troops, fill them in, and then we start hitting G.I. Joe. So the first Joes I am definitely opening up will be Flint, Duke, and Beachhead. General Hawk will be up front. The 4 commanders of G.I. Joe. With Beachhead's background. So I can have something like that. I definitely want the Renegades and Slaughter on this side. So Torres, Red Dog, Mercer, and Sarge. I guess that version of Sarge. Like I said, CoverGirl's gonna be in there. Steeler's gonna be in the Vamp with Clutch. They tried to make the original 13 as 2 rows. Let's see what we can do. And then everything else will be kind of a fit. Things are still getting planned out, so definitely it's going to be planned as we go. And then we'll finally do that. Snake Eyes, Scarlet, Stalker, and the Joe version of Storm Shadow with 3D Joe's enormous G.I. Joe book in the back. It's coming along. We're still missing characters though, so of course, you know, especially on the bottom row. Dreadnoks will be there. Can't wait for the Thunder Machine. Still waiting on more mask figures, toys. So the Legacies is going to be interesting. We don't know how many of each is coming out, but they should all be here in some format. I'm literally surprised as how this is coming along. I'm pretty surprised. We are definitely, once everything gets unboxed, we're definitely going to have more room for more Joes. Because right now it's just 2 boxes in a row. We can put 4 Joes in a row. I am hoping to put Ninja Force on this side. Except Jinx. I think she will be on this side. Trying to make the Big Lob, Tunnel Rat, Law and Order. Jinx, the group from the movie, on this side. And then kind of swoosh. So I do think Alpine and Bazooka belong together. Quick Kick and Footloose both belong in this group. So that should be a 4-person row. Torpedo, Shipwreck, Wetsuit, and I'm guessing Leatherneck, because Leatherneck belongs with Wetsuit. Leatherneck is a Marine. There are 2 divers. Deep Six will be hopefully on the top row. But you're starting to see what I'm trying to get at. Hopefully I can get Dial Tone, put Mainframe and Dial Tone, Doc and Lifeline together. Possibly that's one group together. The biggest thing I have is, do I want this Dusty, or do I want to wait for Dusty and Sandstorm and keep this Dusty in the box? I mean, I love this Dusty, but we do need Sandstorm. So I can't wait to see how everything looks unboxed. So far, the biggest problem I've had is when I face the Super 7s forward on this rack, they would fall. But facing them, looking in a different direction, they haven't fallen yet, which is great. Star Wars, unfortunately, they keep falling. Any vibration makes them fall. Still want my Asp. Vamp, probably Mauler when it comes out. I'm thinking the back will be the spoiler. We'll see what fits where. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys love this unboxing as much as I do. The ninjas look insane. Details look insane. Like I said, stay tuned for next week. We unbox Mongor and Marilino. And then the following week, Groon and the Putty from Power Rangers. Kind of finishing up Thundercats on the following week. until I get Safari Joe. Vulture Man should be coming in next week, I believe. Either this Saturday or next week Monday. So far, we're good with Silverhawks until they bring out more characters. But yeah, everything is coming together. So with that, stay tuned, be safe, take care, and as always, aloha.